皆さんこんにちは。Welcome to 英語ファイル。今回はですね、こちらの AAA 単語超上級編を見ていきたいんですけど、やっぱり難しかったですね。で、正直これは英検1級のレベルを超えてるんじゃないかっていう単語もいくつかあったぐらい難しかったんですけど、あくまでこの動画シリーズは英検1級の語彙対策なので、英検1級に出る可能性が十分ある単語、そして、難しい単語、そして、工夫すればちょっと覚えやすいんじゃないかなっていう単語を、今日は3つ紹介しようと思います。で、久々に英語で解説しますね。じゃあ早速始めましょう。So the first word is August. Be careful of the stress. It's not August. It's August. Alright, so here's an example sentence. The University of Oxford is an august institution. Can you guess what this word might mean? It means impressive and respected. Now, I assume that most of you are familiar with the word August with the capital A because it's the 8th month of the year. So let's start by talking about where this word, August, comes from. So August was named after a Roman emperor called Augustus. So what does Augustus mean? Okay, so this means impressive and respected. And they probably named this leader Augustus because he was a great leader who was respected and impressive. Right? And that's why August also means impressive and respected. Okay, so these words are all connected. All right, so let's take a look at that sample sentence one more time. The University of Oxford is an august institution. So august means impressive and respected. So the second word is egress. Here is an example sentence. The crew is doing an emergency egress drill. Can you guess what this might mean? So the meaning is something like exit or leaving a place. Okay, so it sounds like a difficult word, but there's a good way of remembering the meaning. So first, break up the word into E and gress. Now this E is actually the same as X, EX, and that means outside, right? So for instance, like export means to take something outside of the country. So what about gress? So think of some other words that have gress in them. What about progress, right? Pro means forward. Gress actually means to go, right? So it means to go forward. Okay, so then what does exgress mean? It means to go out, which means exit or leaving. All right, so I think that's a good way of remembering the meaning. So let's take a look at the example one more time. The crew is doing an emergency egress drill. Egress means exit or leaving. The final word is mercurial. So here is an example sentence. It is said that Steve Jobs was a mercurial genius. So what does mercurial mean? It means changing suddenly and frequently. And we use this word especially when we're describing somebody's mood. So if you're a mercurial person, then you change your mood often. So maybe at one moment you're very happy, but then the next you're very angry. All right? So it's easy to guess that the word is related to mercury, right? The chemical element, which is silver and liquid. But it's also the name of the planet that is closest to the sun, and it's also the name of a Roman god. So how are these related? Well, it's said that the Roman god, Mercury, was a messenger who was able to move very quickly. Okay, so this word quickly is going to be a key word. Okay, so the planet that is closest to the sun was named after the Roman god Mercury. Okay, why? Because the planet moves very quickly. Okay, what do we mean by quickly? So because it's the closest to the sun, it orbits the sun more quickly than all the other planets. I think it only takes about 88 days for it to go around the sun. Okay, so then why do we call the chemical element mercury? Okay, so it seems like it's because the metal is liquid, so it can change shape very quickly and suddenly. Okay, so these are all related. So the key word again is like quickly. And now the adjective mercurial is often used to mean changing your mind or mood quickly, or in other words, suddenly and often. Alright, so let's take a look at that example sentence one more time. It is said that Steve Jobs was a mercurial genius. Mercurial meaning changing suddenly and frequently. はい、ということで、これでこの3つの単語に関してはもうバッチリですね。ではまた次の英検対策動画で会いましょう。Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.